All right, going to ask you guys some questions. So, Dragonfly. So, what was the game plan for y'all to find a way to try to defeat the defending champions, the Las Vegas Rams? So, what was the game plan for today? Well, all I had to say was that our game plan went really well because we blew them out by 9 points. We scored like 10 points throughout that game, and they only scored like 1 point because they know that we are like a real dangerous team because we've been getting better every day. We have been improving a lot because if we want a chance to get into the playoffs, we're gonna have to keep playing and keep fighting for us to get the job done because without our boys, we wouldn't be here in this situation because we know that we defeated the defending champions, the Las Vegas Plants, handed them their first loss of the season because they were like winning a lot. They were also blowing out teams because they know that they definitely might go back to back, but we can stop them from going back to back when we meet again in the playoffs. So we probably gonna have another couple more games to figure out if we can make the playoffs or not. Because we know that the Cold Trappers, Tampa Bay Snakes, they're just sneaking around that corner spot because they are tough competitors. Because the States Division, it feels like it's definitely going to be DC, New York, and San Diego. Because man, that the States Division, man, I don't feel like nobody else wants to make the playoffs in the States Division other than some other like World Division teams because it's either three teams in one division are make want to make the playoffs, or either 5 or 6 teams from another division that wants to make the playoffs. Because it was mostly hectic in the World Division last year because we was fighting for a spot and fell short, and now this year we're trying to fight for a playoff spot, and now hope we don't come up short again because we're gonna have to play hard, play tough, and everything because our boys got the job done. Our hitting was spectacular because that's what we expected from the game plan, but I thought it was going to be close because they're the champions because we know that they don't give up, but we were just too much for the Las Vegas Plants because we know how we are with the Dragon Kingdom because now the Dragon Kingdom runs through Vegas because we would take the kingdom and plant it over Vegas now because that's how our hitting squad and everyone else did. That's what I had to say. All right, Nick Baker. So, how did you feel about your pitching today? Because you pitched really better than Jesse Romo, who was redeemed as one of the best pitchers and the MVP from last year. So, how did you feel about your pitching today? All I had to say is that my pitching was like really well because the reason why I throw really fast, stronger is because I be hitting the gym every day and I be throwing the baseball every day, throw it really fast, super strong. That's just how I play baseball. It's just how I throw. Like I throw the ball really, really strong because I can throw 102 miles per hour, 105 miles per hour because it's my arm strength. My arm strength because it can rely on me to throw a fastball like extremely fast. It can also rely on me to tell me not to give up. And without my coach and my other teammates, because they would have gotten me to this point because I feel like I'm accomplishing my dreams of becoming one of the toughest, strongest baseball pitchers in all of the BWS. Because when I saw Jesse Romo for the first time, because I hope it was gonna be like who gets the most strikeouts type of event because I expect him to get like at least 20, 15 or something. But I had more than him because I think he had like 6, 7 or something like that, or 8, if I'm saying that correctly. I don't know how many strikeouts Jesse Romo had, but I had more than him because I had like 15 strikeouts, and my arm strength was like relying on me because I was just putting in that work today for my boys because we know how the Dragons are because it's the Dragon Kingdom because we know that we want to get the job done this year because we're going to win the championship and rule the Dragon Kingdom and rule the BWS because we're destined to win the championship because we still got a couple more games ahead of us to see if we can get to the playoffs, all this other stuff because my pitching won't get tired, my arm strength won't get tired, anything, just everything because I can rely on myself, my teammates, my coach, everyone for the Toxic Dragons organization because I love these guys. They family to me, and I might be like the best baker of my triplets out here. All right, so thank you for having us out here. So, what sport do you have next week, Coach Dragonfly? So, we have basketball next week when we play against the Super Riot. So, our superstar pitcher, Nick Baker, he's going to rest his arms for the couple weeks until our big matchup comes up. Hey, thank you for having us on here. But by the way, go Dragons. Yes, sir. Go Dragons.